Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Smash This Podcast. A little late. We're just a little late. But that's what happens. But we're here. We're here nonetheless. It is Wednesday night, post Wednesday night Aew Dynamite Season 3, Episode 33. All threes tonight. Interesting. Zach Bonifer already causing chaos. Lakers just all over the chat. Paul Nelson. Taz Tracy with the super sticker. Thank you very much. Which reminds me, folks, there are plenty of ways that you can help the channel grow. There are now super chats, super stickers in the YouTube. Right now, Taz is in the lead. You can always smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. If you're on Twitch, sorry, I had to take a drink. If you're on Twitch, you can follow, you can sub, you can share bits. You can do all that lovely stuff as well. If you're listening on audio, there is a support button on anchor.fm/smash this podcast. If you're an audio listener and you want to help support, you want to tip one of your favorite podcasts. But the main thing I got to tell you guys about this week is down in the description in the merch for Smash This Podcast this week till, is it Friday? I believe it's Friday. So for the next 3 days, we got 20. That's right, folks. 20% off in the merch store. Go get yourself some Smash This Podcast. Damn it, I forgot to grab the shirt. I had it right by me, and then I came in here and forgot. That's all right. I'll wear it soon. So, yeah, we got T-shirts, we got tank tops, sweatshirts, mugs, cups, all that stuff. Working on some new ideas for merch for Smash and for TNI. And if there's something special you're looking for and you can't find it, hit me up on the social medias and I'll let you know. Because there's a lot in there that I just don't pick for my store, like baby clothes and stuff. But if you have a baby and you want to put some Smash This Podcast merch on your baby, hit me up. I'll put it in the shop just for you. So it's been a long day, folks, so I'm going to skip news. I mean, there's a lot of little things going on, but I covered a lot of it the other day when I was that yesterday? Yesterday. And I was covering, news and rumors and whatever. I usually don't talk too many rumors. We sure as hell don't talk about spoilers, so keep that shizness out of here. Don't tag me and stuff. Don't send stuff to me, and certainly don't put it in my Discord. And by the way, yes, there is a Discord in the description below if you want to join the Discord. Someone made a spoiler chat in the TNI Discord. I'm not exactly thrilled about that. There are a million places on this planet you guys can talk about spoilers. I don't want to be anywhere near them. I muted it for now, but might just do away with that. Because, no, don't need it. Like I said, there's a million places to talk about it. And just don't do it around me. That's all I'm saying. Don't do it around me. All right. Paul Nelson. My favorite nephew. Oh my goodness, this citrus drink has just got my taste buds tingling or something. I mean, if you want to talk about some funny stuff that we saw earlier today, there was somebody sharing a picture of what they thought was possibly Ric Flair with some young lady with her, ankles over her head. It was, I mean, there was no like nudity in the picture, but just the position itself was like, oh dear God, what's going on here? If Ric Flair can't even do his own finisher correctly, which was seen on that pay-per-view in AAA, I doubt he's going to be comfortable enough, crunching some poor lady up, in a pretzel on a train. And he said, by the way, I don't do trains. So, yeah, there's that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I know there's been a lot of, updates on like NWA and stuff, but I've missed most of them. So I really don't want to talk about, this, that, or the other thing. I mean, it's good that NWA is still building up their women's division and this special event. Honestly, I'm way more interested in the women's event than their anniversary event. So, but we'll see. We'll see. As it gets closer, we'll see what happens. Thank you, RK. Don't talk about spoilers. Keep that away from me. That's fine, Paul. We'll talk about that later. I was going to talk about there's so there's a lot going on later this week. I still don't know if I'm going to be around for any of it. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting to get information. See, my son has a band performance at a football game. I don't know if it's an away game. I don't know if it's a home game. I don't know what time it is. So I don't know if I'm going to be around at all for any of the stuff that's going on Friday night between almost said TNA, Impact Wrestling, Impact Emergence. And then following that, so that's going to go from like 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. my time. That's Central, so it starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then following that, they wanted to do that because they know that Rampage is going to have some special stuff going on this Friday in Chicago in the what I think is sold out United Center or soon to be a sold out United Center. By the way, they keep opening more sections for the Milwaukee date for next week. I know for wrestling fans in Milwaukee, usually they have a good walk up amount. And if there's like several hundred left, which if they keep opening up seats, it's going to end up being close to a sellout, I think. I honestly think it is. I really want to go, but I just can't. I just can't. So, yes, Paul, family first. So yeah, we'll see what the timing is like Friday night, and depending on what happens when, I might go live like super late that night once things calm down around here. Tuck J-Bone Jr. into bed, and then maybe I'll watch an hour of AEW, and then possibly talk about Emergence on Sunday. We'll see. No promises, but we'll see. Anything else? I can't think of anything else that I saw. Kenny Omega wore a chick magnet shirt. And this is funny. This is so funny. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not the smartest man on the planet. You all know that. And, I appreciate everyone who comes along for this ride of mine and puts up with my occasional episodes of, we'll just say, senility. Or, being an idiot, being stupid, goofy, whatever. So I saw somebody talking about something in an article, and just like, okay, so there's all this stuff about CM Punk coming to AEW, and little hints here and little Easter eggs there, whatever. Something about on last week's Dynamite or something, Kenny Omega wore a Cookie Monster shirt. And I remember seeing this. And I remember looking at the shirt like, that's the most ridiculous thing in the world. Why is Kenny Omega? I'm like, am I missing something? Am I missing something? Kenny Omega is wearing a Cookie Monster shirt. Now, granted, I grew up on Sesame Street. And I have a great appreciation for that because that was a very big part of my youth and all those characters and everything, But why the hell? And then I read this article. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. It's a CM Punk Easter egg. Jiminy Christmas. So I was like, well, all right. Like I said, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. So tonight, I see, Kenny Omega comes out during the tag team title match, and he's wearing a chick magnet shirt. And I'm like, aha, see, I get that one. The little CM Punk tease. Now, there was zero announcements. And I've been saying this for a few weeks. I'm like, okay, you've gotten to this point with all the little Easter eggs and stuff. At this point, you might as well just announce it. Like even in the commercial or ad thing for the Milwaukee date, they say, oh, this guy's, they list off all these roster people that show up here, and they say, and you never know who else is going to show up. Well, that's the Dynamite post CM Punk's debut. And with CM Punk debuting on what is going to be this Friday's Rampage, though I imagine those AEW tickets for Dynamite for next week in Milwaukee are really going to go then. Because the Chicago stuff is pretty well sold out from what I've seen. RK Shower says they announced a special AEW Dark tomorrow. I don't know what the idea is about that, but oh well. Yeah, they did briefly say something about that. Courtney here. Chick Magnet was the Miz's gimmick a while ago. It was? I think that must be a while ago. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to look into this AEW Dark episode. I'm assuming that's just going to be on YouTube or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. They've, and I think that's still great that they do pick people to, bring in I mean, if somebody's not in a main storyline, they're still giving them opportunities to work, and they're giving, we'll just say local and or upcoming kids a chance to get a little spotlight. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Everyone can get a piece of the pie. It's so good to see. And in thinking about that, yes, we'll get to that, Courtney. I'm wondering if there's going to be some local men and women from the Milwaukee scene or surrounding area going to be on the Elevation or Dark or whatever for the next, I guess it'll end up being for the following week, because that's what they tape them and then they edit it and they put it out the following week. So like this next week, we'll see the Houston stuff, so we'll see. We'll see. I am curious. I mean, I know there's a couple people I'd imagine would be on there. If you caught it, Jim Ross even put the Crusher comment out there, because this is Crusher country. I was looking through some boxes in the closet the other day, going through stuff. I actually found some old wrestling posters that I had up like a handful of years ago. And I found some even older stuff that I had from like friends from like 20 years ago. Someone gave me a Crusher pinup. And I remember like my grandpa gave me one when I was little, like real little, like before I even really started watching wrestling as a fan. I mean, I was just a wee little bone at the time. So all right, let's enough rambling. Let's talk about, by the way, I saw my old squad, if you will. The Ramblin', well, they were called the Ramblin' About Wrestling podcast. Now they're called Ramblers Unleashed, I believe, because they went away for a while and then they came back. They did a few shows last year when all this COVID stuff, that really got the conversation going, and they started talking about that. And just like within the last few days, they got together, the three guys. It's Dizzy, Max, and the Baron. That's the three guys. And they got together and they were talking some wrestling stuff. They were talking some life stuff, just catching up. And they so graciously included me in the conversation because I was a significant part of their team back when I was first starting this, this vlogging podcast journey, if you will. So much love to you guys. You guys were the first ones that took a chance on me and made me feel like I was something special. So much love. Yeah, I might do something with those guys soon, especially with all the CM Punk stuff going around. I know they'll have some opinions on that. Maybe we'll do a little catch up next week or something. It'll be fun. And I know some of you guys have been with me for a very long time. Haven't seen them. I think I did a couple shows with them on here about a year and a half ago. Kind of reintroduced them to my audience. So maybe I'll do that again. We'll do that like a few times a year just to dust off the old crew and So, all right. So yeah, as we get into this, don't forget, folks, smash that like button, smash that sub button. Taz Trace in the YouTube is leading with the 99 cents. And I'm just seeing here in the Twitch real quick, catching up on stuff before I get into the review, just seeing if I missed anything. Violet. Violet is here. She subscribed tier 1. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing that. It's greatly appreciated. Much love, Violet. So yes, you can sub, you could cheer bits, you can do all that stuff on the Twitch as well. Was watching AAW. Yeah, you know, I got away from it for a little bit. I'm going to get back to it. I am trying to figure out how I'm going to do this because I usually don't catch it live and they don't do a replay on the Twitch. So I have to, I got to figure this out. So, all right, now we're getting some chatters in here. What's up, everyone? What's up? Taz says, whatever happened to the guys from 2 Count? You know what? I don't know. They went away, like the main host, like I think he had a kid or something happened, or I don't know if it was work related, and then they went away for a bit. So I don't really know. I haven't really talked to him in a while, but I don't know. Maybe I'll hit him up sometime, see what's up. All right. So, yeah, smash that like button, smash that sub button, wherever you are. All right, let's get into this. AEW Dynamite. Shawn Wheat, dude, you're just stuck way in the past talking about stuff that you're talking about some people that I don't even know who the hell you're talking about sometimes. Dear God. You're cuckoo. All right. Season 3, episode 33. Like I said, all threes. So we start out here. This crowd is damn hot. This crowd is just on freaking fire tonight. So cool. So cool. So it starts out with Mox and Kingston, and they're hanging out, and they hear the Wild Thing music, and they're starting to come out. And I'm just laughing at the chat. And all of a sudden, 2.0. Like, that's an interesting name. So that's formerly Everrise that was in, I want to say NXT. Like, I don't watch NXT. I know who's in it, or most of the people that are in it. Excuse me. Pardon me. But I'm not too familiar with their tag division other than, you know, former Impact guys there who are now currently NXT tag champs. Props to them. And so when I heard about these guys from Everrise getting let go, I really didn't think much of it, just because I didn't know who they were. You know, it's not a knock on them. It's just I just didn't know. Come to find out, 30 days later, they're knocking on the door of AEW. And I start seeing things, and they start, you know, the announcers start talking about these guys and how they're you know, X amount of year veteran. I gotta see like how long they've been wrestling and how long they've been around. But man, these guys are good. I mean, they are really good. They got charisma like up the yin yang. Kids still say that? I don't know. Anyways, tons of charisma, and not bad in the ring either. And I was like, man, and they're ballsy. You know, they're coming after guys like Eddie Kingston and John Mox. the Mox, you know, and it's like you've got to have a set of cojones, this big to do that. That's crazy. All right, Courtney says, yeah, Matt Lee and Jeff Parker. Is that their real names? Because I think I heard them call them by their names in the match, but you know, I was too busy just watching it. Yeah, Violet, you're old enough to know, yeah. You're not that old. So Matt Lee and Jeff Parker. I'm gonna have to look them up on the old Twitter box and give them a follow. I don't think I follow them. Maybe I do. I don't know. All right, settle down, Lakers. Settle down. Love you, Lakers. All right. So they attack Mox and Kingston and come out to the ring. So the place is just all fired up. It's like, you're killing these guys, and they're like, you know, one of the tops of the heap. They're some of the most popular guys on the roster right now. And they get in the ring and they call out, like they're not messing around. They're not messing around. They call out Sting and Darby Allin. They're like, no, let's do this now. We're not waiting. So this is how we're kicking off the show tonight. I was like, oh my God. So it's a Texas tornado match. Anything goes. And this was just bonkers and a lot of fun. And it's, you know, we all know how batshit crazy Darby Allin is. So you watch him and he'll pull some tricks out of his hat once in a while. So we've seen him enough where it's like, I'm not, please don't take it as I'm bored with him, but we know his shtick, you know. Everyone's eyes are on Sting tonight. This is the first time in what they say, like 30-ish years, give or take a little bit, that Sting has been on TNT wrestling. Think about that for a second. It was a slobber knocker. Lakers, it's your favorite of all time, eh? Pretty cool. Yeah, I love Sting, and I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, what's he gonna do? Can he still go?" I mean, obviously, if you've got a choreographed thing like they did the first time with Darby and that warehouse and all that stuff, and that's great. That looks great on a screen, but live, can he still pull it off? And he looks good. You know, he's putting himself in the ring with younger guys, but they're veterans, so they're not green. They may be green to our eyes, like we don't know them, but they're not green in the ring. So, or we're green to them, or I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. So, but yeah, this was a lot of fun. And Daniel Garcia, I've seen him in a couple of matches in AEW, and I know I've talked about him a little bit. Excuse me. Oh, thank you, Courtney. Appreciate it. I'll check that out later. Yeah, RK. Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. They put Sting through a table, like a double suplex through a table, and he just threw the one thing of the table off, and he just stood right up and turned around, and they were like, you know, just like, oh shit, it's Sting. It's, you know, I was a little, you know, like, it's like, oh, he no-sold that. It's like, well, you could call it that, or you could just say that, no, Sting is an icon and he's just still that badass, and they obviously didn't beat him down enough to, have that affect him. Like I said, this is wrestling. Let's not overthink this. Let's have fun with this. So, so yeah, I still, part of me still popped, but I was kind of like, whoa, he just got right up, because that's something you don't see very much. Someone just getting the hell up. Crazy. Daniel Garcia has a match on the next AAW pay-per-view. Oh, nice. Well, I'll certainly be covering that whenever that is. I know they've been selling a lot of tickets in Chicago for that, even with all the mandates and stuff going up. It's like, hey, you got to wear masks again. People got lazy with this. You gotta be smart about this, folks. We gotta protect ourselves. We're not done with this yet. Let's be fans, not critics. That's right. Let's not be critical. But we can give critical anyways, brain fart. All right, so yeah, great opening match. Sting puts both guys in a double scorpion deathlock, and that is something that we don't see very often. Like I've seen other wrestlers do, like a version of it or something similar, and it's just called something else. So it's not that mind blowing, but damn, when Sting does it, it's funny and it's special and it's rad. It's all that stuff. So he gets both guys to tap out. Sting and Darby Allin win. Sammy Guevara. Then, now I guess this happened before the show, so they replayed it for the live audience. Sammy Guevara and his girlfriend Pam. By the way, if you don't watch Sammy's vlogs, please go to his YouTube channel and give it a sub and go check out his vlogs. They're pretty cool. I've been a fan of Sammy's for a long time, and if you are a fan of his, like I am for a long time, you know how good this kid is, and you know that Pam is someone special in his life, and I've been a fan of his long enough to appreciate something like this, especially when my wife just out of the blue grabbed a bunch of figs and gave them to me the other day, and I'm just like, oh my God, Sammy's one of my favorites. So she knocked it out of the park. I am so happy for Sammy Guevara and his now fiance Pam. She's been with him the whole time that I've been a fan of his for the last 4+ years. So she's been with him beyond that, and he brought her out there, talked to her. It was short but sweet, but he proposed and she said yes. And then he went out there and absolutely killed it against Shawn Spears and won in front of his hometown of Houston. There was a lot of home state things going on tonight. Very cool. So yeah, super happy. Like I said, we celebrate love here on Smash This Podcast. Much love, Sammy. So happy for you, and hope all your plans for your wedding go the way you want to, given what we're all going through right now. So super happy for him. Super great kid. He really is. And I know some people are going to say, well, there was that stuff with Impact Wrestling. I don't care about that, because you know what? We never even heard the full story of that. Did we? No. We heard like third person shit through like 5 other people. So I don't care about that. So yeah, super happy for him. So yeah, that Sammy Guevara Shawn Spears match, geez, this like 2 matches in a row here, just knocking it out of the park. So fun. Tully even getting involved, and man, Tully's still got that spunk, man. He's just nasty. putting Shawn Spears through the barricade that was laid out across the, next to the ring there. Damn, Sammy is just so good. I mean, and props to Shawn Spears, too. It takes two to make a good match, Can't be just one guy. Props to both of them. But Sammy gets the win here with his GTH is what it's called. Is that new, or is that like, have I just like not been paying attention to what his finisher is? But anyways, it's like to go to sleep. So I don't know what the H is. It's like a modified go to sleep, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, I'm not going to overthink it. Lakers says CM Skunk definitely getting fucked up by Sting. That's quite the thing to say. I mean, I was thinking about that tonight when I was watching this show. I was like, man, you start thinking about like if you're a fan, you start thinking about like, oh, okay, so Sting could face this guy, that guy. People have actually, I saw made like 3-hour-long vlogs talking about who could he face in AEW. Like, Jesus, just give me like 15 minutes is all I need. The roster isn't that big. Okay, it's kind of big. But CM Punk versus Sting. Damn. I wouldn't mind seeing that. That'd be really unique. And, if people are so excited about him coming in, what if I don't know, it's just going to piss some people off, but I thought about this. I'm like, okay, so Kenny's been throwing out these hits, the Cookie Monster shirt, the Chick Magnet shirt. Like, what if CM Punk comes in and joins the Elite? Don't shoot me. That's just the way my brain works once in a while. Would that be insane or what? And then Daniel Bryan shows up to start like the biggest comeback feud of like the year. Courtney, no. Keith, CM Punk versus Hornswoggle. Didn't that already happen in WWE? Maybe? I don't know. So. Oh, the finisher's name. Oh, it's Go to Hell. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, see, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. That makes sense. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. So yeah, health. Oh God. Hell of a match though. Great win for Sammy here. He's a bloody mess. I couldn't even tell. I mean, he had blood all over him. Not like that much, but he had blood, legs, chest, head. I don't know where he was bleeding from, but he had something. Oh, that's right. Moose uses that go to hell too. He even screams it, go to hell. That's right. That's right. Oh, man. Tony, God, Tony's just all over the show tonight. Get used to Tony, right? Tony Schiavone out there with Christian Cage, and Callis comes up and he's just, oh, man. It's the same thing that Callis did with Moose before Moose faced Kenny. And he's just, warming up to him, and he's, trying to talk to him or sweet talk, whatever, sweet talk him, practically whispering sweet nothings in his ear. And Christian Cage finally shuts him up, and he's like, you know what? All in all, you're still a carny piece of shit. I love Christian Cage. Very cool that he had both titles over his shoulder. Very cool. Tony Schiavone again with Dan Lambert cutting just an insanely loud promo. My God. I couldn't tell. Like, he talked about so many different things. I couldn't tell what he was really like, just shooting up a storm about something about cancel culture or something. I don't know. You know, people getting soft or the company's getting soft or whatever. So I don't know if he was, I don't know. I guess he was just shooting his mouth off. I mean, he's good. He's good at it. Not going to say he's not good at it. He's good at it. And I got to say, when he was doing this in Impact Wrestling, it's back in a time that I was paying attention to Impact Wrestling, but I wasn't paying attention to Impact Wrestling. There was some stuff on the program that just kind of made me tune out. Dan Lambert, honestly, was one of those things. It just didn't hit me. You know, he just wasn't my cup of tea. So I'd turn the channel or I'd fast forward depending on how I was watching. Tonight, though, it didn't. I don't know if it was because it was on a different stage. I don't know what it was, but I listened this time and I'm just kind of like, okay, so someone's going to come out and kick his ass. But he brought muscle this time. He had some like legit UFC guys with him tonight. I couldn't tell you who the hell they were. I know he said them. So Santos or Sandy Toast, something. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know these guys. I don't watch MMA. I don't watch UFC. But we got a Dana White mention. Ooh. So he's like, well, I'm going to finish what I'm talking about this time. So he's yapping, and then well, the same thing happens as last time. Lance Archer comes out to shut him up, but this time he gets beat down from Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. And I was just thinking the other day, I was like, man, you know, ever since this Darby Allin stuff with Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky and Sting and whatever, like we haven't seen Sky and Page in a while. Where have they been? What's up? You know, I haven't heard any news on them. What's going on? So I don't know exactly how this is all like happening or what's this leading to. I'm not going to think about it too much, but so I guess, you know, Paige and Sky are back and they double team Lance Archer. So I don't know if this is supposed to lead to like a 2-on-1. Is Lance Archer going to like pick a tag partner out of something? And how does Dan Lambert fit into this? I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna overthink it. I mean, if it's gonna incorporate some MMA guys in the ring, I'm okay with it, as long as they know what they're doing and they don't stink up the joint, you know, because I have no clue what these guys are doing. If they're actually learning to wrestle and they're going to get a piece of the pie in AEW, I have no idea, but we'll just have to wait and see how this unfolds. So yeah, Archer gets beat down from Paige and Scorpio Sky. Good to see Paige and Sky back, or, you know, boo. Jericho is cutting a promo then about later tonight about he can't use the Judas effect, but he also can't get his entrance music played. We'll get this, you know, we'll get to what happened later. Then we get the AEW Tag Title Match. My God, this was so much fun. Look, I love the Young Bucks. I do not get sick of the Young Bucks. I have to say they're pretty much my favorite tag team right now, and they have been for a while. I mean, I love some good tag team stuff, you know, and I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. That's okay. But I love their stuff. Their gear, good night. Their gear is like, it looks like something straight out of like Michael Hayes was wearing back, you know, 30 plus years ago. My goodness. Crazy with the zebra striped stuff and just wild, rad, frilly things. and all the the Macho Man mannerisms, and then I don't know, one of them threw in like a Val Venus thing. It was like all this classic stuff. It just, oh man, I just popped for it. I thought it was so funny. Fabulous Freebirds, yes, thank you, Keith. That's a little before my time because I was only watching certain things back then, but I am familiar with them. So it's like every once in a while I got to be reminded, who they were. Oh, the Boss shirt? Yeah. Yep. That's the Boss shirt. We love Falaba. Falaba's doing some interesting stuff. We gotta see what's he's cooking up something with Tasha Steelz and that other new girl. I don't know. Are we actually gonna get this heel turn I've been wanting out of Falaba for years now? I actually think it'd be really badass. I think it'd be really cool. So, Bell's boy, not Milwaukee Bucks of youth. They're going to be in Milwaukee next week, though. Can't wait. I'll be watching as a very proud Milwaukee fan. Just outside of Milwaukee, if you will. Yeah, so the AEW tag title match, Young Bucks defending against Jurassic Express, and they had Marco Stunt with them, but still severely outnumbered. You had Don Callis out there. Well, he ended up joining commentary, which he's always a joy on commentary. Jiminy Christmas. But the Good Brothers are out there. The cold, Captain Cold Spray is out there. God, what an entourage. Jeez Louise. And they're all belted up. The Cutler, thank you. Brandon Cutler. Couldn't think of his name. I like Captain Cold Spray because he's always spraying the cold spray. Sometimes he gets it in his eyes. It's freaking hilarious. Stupid Cutler. Right. But man, this was so much fun. I mean, you got the big guy Luchasaurus with Jungle Boy, and they're both so different. They're both so different, but they gel really well together. And but man, it was just too much. It was just too much for them. You're just severely outnumbered. And shenanigans, rules the day, as they say. And Cutler. Nakazawa. Nakazawa out there. Hey, at least Nakazawa is not like spreading baby oil all over himself anymore. That was just naughty. Now he's just, pants and a polo. No baby oil for you naughty little bitch. And then Kenny Omega comes out there and attacks Marco Stunt. Christian Cage comes out and tries evening the odds, of course, to no avail. But they brawl, and then ends up coming back, and Gallows carries Christian Cage out there, and it's just. See, now it was at this point I was like, okay, so this is a huge heelish moment. You just beat down all, the legend Christian Cage, the young tag team of Jurassic Express and Marco Stunt out there, and everybody's beat the hell. I'm like, now would be the perfect time to just play like 2 or 3 bars of the CM Punk music, and just to blow the roof off the place. And then, and turn the lights off and turn the lights on, but no one shows up, and then they go, we fooled you, something like that. But that didn't happen. But I appreciated the chick magnet shirt of one Kenny Omega. That was fun. So Young Bucks retain, and then it is later announced that starting. Is it starting this? There was so much announced between this Friday, next week in Milwaukee, and then stuff for All Out. And I wrote some of it down here. Some of it was just too much to write down for me. We're getting a tag title tournament. So there's 4 teams. 4, 1, 3, 4. I can count. 4 teams. You got the Lucha Brothers, Jurassic Express, and I can't remember who else off the top of my head because my head's just whatever. And over the course of 2 days, you're going to have these matches, and then they're going to figure out who's going to face at All Out, who's going to face the Young Bucks in a steel cage match. So I am, Eddie and Moxley are in that too? Dear God, that's crazy. Was that? I don't know. Private party? I don't know. There's so many tag teams now. I forget. I got to double check and see what they have. But nonetheless, 4 teams, 2 separate nights. It's going to be over the course of, I believe, next week. And they're going to figure out who's going to face the Young Bucks in the steel cage match at All Out. Because, Young Bucks were saying a few times, like, oh, we got the night off and the pay-per-view. We don't have to worry. We're going out of town, blah, 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 blah. No, you're not. You're going to defend your titles. Tony Schiavone, Britt Baker, and Rebel talking about what happened last week and bringing Jamie Hayter, new AEW woman, into their company, and said that Britt Baker said that her and Jamie go way back, and that next week in Milwaukee, Jamie Hayter is going to face Velvet, Red Velvet. So I'm very excited about that. That's going to be really cool. So we get the in-ring debut of Jamie Hayter, or in-ring debut, I guess you could say, in Milwaukee. Very cool. Tony Schiavone again. Man, he's just like, he's like the Scott Hudson of AEW. I keep thinking about that when we're doing the throwbacks over on TNI, and Scott Hudson, and then we get like a bell or something. I'm gonna have to like get something for Tony Schiavone every time he shows up and do something. I don't know. I'll think of something. No, I appreciate Tony. He's a little goofy, but whatever. So Tony's out there in the ring with Paul White now. And see, now I missed last week and I have not watched it yet. I'll probably watch it somewhere. Yes, he was all over tonight, eh? So something has been going down between QT Marshall, the what the hell is this group's name? There's a Nightmare Factory, whatever it is, and Tony got his steps in. Yes, Violet. Yes, the Giant. Old school, right? In fact, I got the Giant. Oh shoot, where is it? Oh, it's right here. Speaking of the Giant, and one of my best friends who lives around here was digging through his old stuff, and I don't know if I showed this. I think I showed it before. The Giant. This is, I mean, it's a little bent up, but still in decent shape. Still in the package. Giant, the hot rod, the old NWO. What is this? Racing Champions one of 998. The Starcade Collector Series, NWO. Back when he had hair. So yeah, I love this. It's pretty cool. Not in the greatest shape, but still pretty rad. I used to have this is the same company that used to do that with bands about 15, I want to say 15 or 20 years ago. Holy crap. And I used to have, I mean, I've got them somewhere around here. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Had like a Motley Crue car, a Leonard Skinner car, and something. I don't know. But anyways. Don't be surprised if AEW like starts doing stuff like that. You know, starts putting out like the cars again. That'd be pretty dope. I'd collect them. I know like WWE puts out like the monster trucks and shit, and I look at those and I'm like, oh, those are kind of cool. But man, put out the hot rods, like the Hot Wheels cars. That's kind of cool. But anyways, enough about me and the collectible stuff. Where the hell were we? Ah, yes. QT Marshall comes out and starts putting down Paul White. He's in the ring with Tony Schiavone and talking about how many hip surgeries he's had and that he's got this giant 14-inch scar going from one part of his hip to the back of his hip. And you can see like the side of his ass cheek. It's like, you know, you're looking at a screen that's like, you know, the size is, you know, the huge screen up there up on the stage. And there's a giant, you know, side of Paul White's ass. Oh my God, that was too funny. I was like, well, you know, every once in a while you got to see a Legends, you know. You know you're a wrestling legend if you've, you know, shown your ass out there. God knows I've seen Ric Flair's ass. Still in therapy over it too. That classic cage match. That it was in Milwaukee, cage match. I don't remember what pay-per-view it was. It was Ric Flair versus Randy Orton in a cage. And Ric Flair was trying to climb out, and Randy Orton grabbed his trunks. All bare, glowing white ass of Ric Flair. My God. And of course, that was up on the big screen too. Just no, stop that. Oh, memories. So yeah, then Paul White starts looking like he's getting emotional. Not crying, but he's getting emotional. You can tell he's getting mad. He's like, you know what? Now you're pissing me off. And he's like, you know what? I'm not just commentary guy. I do have a contract to get back in the ring, and I have a match coming up at All Out. And guess who my first opponent in AEW is going to be? QT Marshall. And QT Marshall went from smiling to like, oh, that's not good. That's not good for him. Oh man. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, they're not going to have match of the year, you know, but Paul White's out there to, you know, have some fun, you know, because he still wants to do it. So Tony Khan's giving him a chance, and I like him on commentary. I've talked about that before. I used to actually review some Dark Elevations on a regular basis, the first like handful of them or whatever it was. Yeah, deer in the headlights look, absolutely. So yeah, looking forward to that. And I like his new music. Let me know in the comments what you think of his new music. I mean, it's a throwback to his old, well, it's a throwback to that, and it's the same guy.
And I remember I saw that in an article. It is the same guy. I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but yeah, pretty cool. So that's set up for All Out. Jade Cargill with her manager, Mark Sterling. Is that his name? Talks about Kiera Hogan and that she's been having some matches. And she's going to have a match with Kiera Hogan in Chicago on Friday. So I am really looking forward to that. Now, as far as I know, Kiera Hogan isn't signed yet because she's also, from what I heard, someone put it in the chat here earlier and someone shared something on, I forget where. Discord, maybe. I think she was a name that was announced for that NWA Women's Show Empower. So yeah, Kiera Hogan's going all over the place. Who knows what's next for her? I think she just wants to just get out and see what else is out there. Just test the waters, you know. Do I think she'll end up back in Impact Wrestling someday? Someday, yeah. But, you know, this is what she wants to do. You can't. Remember, this is her journey. It's not ours, you know. I mean, it's easy for us fans to be selfish and be like, no, you can't do that. We want you over here. But we got to remember, it's not always about us. It's about them and their professional wrestling journey. So we'll see what happens. I have not watched her matches yet. She had a match against Hikaru Shida. I was like, oh my goodness, former AEW Women's Champ. So yeah, I'm going to check those out by all means. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. But I'm absolutely going to watch this Jade Cargill match. I hope it's a good wrestling match because I know Jade Cargill has, you know, had a few squash matches. I feel like Jade Cargill is kind of like the MJF of the women's division. I don't want to say protected because that sounds like a put down, but they're really making her like she's a special commodity, like she's unique, you know. So yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely looking forward to it. We're going to check out the old YouTube sometime when I have some time later between things and check out those Kiera Hogan matches. So yeah, and put it in if you've seen the matches, let me know. Do you want to see her join AEW? Or do you feel like she would be a better fit in like NWA or MLW? Or do you want to see her? I mean, hey, you never know what their goals are. Maybe their goals someday are to go to WWE, you know? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of negativity about the E right now with, you know, a good chunk of fans that I know. But you never know what these men and women, what their aspirations are. You never know. You just got to trust them that they know what they're doing in their journey, you know. Young Bucks. Wait. So yeah, okay. So yeah, Jade Cargill versus Kiera Hogan on this Friday's Rampage, one of a few matches that are happening. Young Bucks are announced that they're going to be in a cage match and All Out. Pac is going to have a match versus Andrade at All Out, is from what it sounds like. Oh my God. Shut up and take my money. Could be potentially match of the night. I heard that Andrade and Kenny Omega had potential match of the year at Triple Mania. I have not seen this Triple Mania yet. I did have some access from somewhere to it, so I'm going to check it out in my free time. But I mean, I didn't see a lot advertised for it, so I wasn't drawn that much to it. I mean, I certainly want to check out Deonna Purrazzo's match. I saw some of it when I was showing it in the Treehouse part of the TNI Discord, but I was, thinking about other stuff. I was kind of distracted, so I wasn't really paying that much attention. So, what is Bell's voice says? Pac versus Andrade. El Idolo will take out his frustration on Pac. Trust me, my name's not Susan. LOL. So goofy. Yeah, and don't be surprised if Ric Flair shows up with Andrade at the pay-per-view. He's a free agent. You could do whatever the hell he wants now. He's Ric Flair, 16-time world champ. What's next here? Penelope Ford versus Thunderosa. Fun little match. Thunderosa wins, taps out, makes Penelope Ford tap out. So Thunderosa gets a warm Houston welcome, and she runs a show down in Texas called Mission Pro, I believe, and it's primarily, I know she's featured a few guys on there, but primarily it's women, from what I remember seeing advertised. So if you're in the area, look up her stuff. She's giving a lot of ladies down there opportunities in her company. So yeah, go check that out. That's all hers. I'm proud of Thunderosa. She's really come a long way. I mean, I've been a fan of hers since she debuted in Lucha Underground, and she has come so far. She's really done great things. I'm so happy for her. And she just keeps climbing that women's the contenders charts, keeps climbing it. So yeah, Thunderosa gets the win here. Tony Schiavone again with Arn Anderson and Arn Anderson's son Brock Anderson. Now, I guess he's had some matches. I have not seen them yet. I think Brock had a match against Malachi Black last week, from what I heard. I did not see it, or was that a few weeks ago or last week? I forget. I have not seen Brock's matches yet, but I'm still very excited to see what happens. And apparently Brock Anderson is going to be having a match against, oh, never mind. I just got ahead of myself. His match against Malachi Black is next week in Milwaukee. Excuse me. I was thinking that he just had a match with someone and I forgot who it was, and I'm mixing that up with my notes. Pardon me. Yes, Brock is probably going to get killed by Malachi Black, but it's great. It's Malachi Black is a pro, and he's it's going to be a great experience for Brock Anderson. He's getting quite the opportunity to get in the ring with a guy like, Tommy End or whatever you want to call him, Malachi Black. So, Zach Bonifer, take a shot every time J-Bone says, take my money or Lucha Underground. Well, I think more times they're going to say take my money than Lucha Underground. I bring that up every great once in a while. You're goofy, Zach. Thank you. So yeah, that's another match announced for next week in Milwaukee. Moxley then cutting a promo that he is going to have a match against Daniel Garcia on Friday. My God, this kid, Daniel Garcia, getting the opportunities. Crazy. Very excited. Folks, if you have not jumped on the Daniel Garcia train, I advise you to do it now. This is, Mox may, fuck up Daniel Garcia really bad, but Daniel Garcia is one to watch. He really is. He's he's starting to get talked about a lot. And the fact that AEW is now featuring him a few weeks in a row on TV, something's happening here. I don't know if he's signed yet. I've heard that 2.0 is signed. I'm not sure about Daniel Garcia, but if they're smart, they'll sign him up. I mean, I'm sure Daniel Garcia is still going to work some indies like AAW and whatnot, but man, and I haven't seen a ton of his matches. I've only seen a couple matches, but from what I've seen, this kid is good. He's got some grappling skills. Yeah, Keith says don't sleep on him. There you go. Yeah, Moxley cuts a hell of a promo. Hey, Courtney, he really is. He was talking about all sorts of stuff. My God. Then we got the main event here: MJF versus Chris Jericho. And I mean, I was excited about this, but I wasn't like on the edge of my seat, you know, because this feud has gone on for quite a while now, and it's been fun. But it's getting to the point now where it's like, all right, we need to put this one to bed with the MJF first, you know, the Pineapple versus the Inner Circle. You know, we need to put this to bed. So I hope, I mean, this was fun as far as Chris Jericho doing all this stuff, and we saw some legends come back in some unique matches. Excuse me. Leading up to this. So that was cool. They made quite the spectacle out of that. But now I want this to be over. You know, Chris Jericho's going to be going on tour again soon. So I imagine he's going to take some time off. Just a guess. I know when he toured last time, he didn't take time off. But given the situation in the country, I think it'd be smart if he does one or the other, not both. But that's me. That's just my opinion. You know, like Cody's taking time off. He's doing other stuff. This was really... I felt like this match was passing the torch to MJF. This was really saying something. I mean, this whole feud has been, you know, in a way doing that, but this match in particular, even though it wasn't like the greatest match, the fact that MJF won this match and made Chris Jericho tap out, that's really putting this kid over. MJF is good beyond his years. He's a lot better. I mean, a lot of people hate him because he is that good, and his charisma is just my God. He's got charisma to the moon and back. He really does. So I don't know what, I mean, or maybe they'll wrap this up at All Out, but if this isn't it, it's got to end soon, because it's like, all right, this has been going on long enough. It's been fun. It's been very fun, but you can't, in my personal podcasting opinion, you can't top what they did with the War Games-ish, you know, blood and guts match. That was pretty iconic. And I don't want to see Chris Jericho take another fall like that, whether you thought it was a mega cushion fall that looked goofy or not. It's still a fall. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I feel like this should be the end of it, but we'll see. We got to wait and find out. But big win for MJF here. It really puts the exclamation point, in my opinion, on this feud. It's good stuff. Good stuff. MJF he's something special. He is. He is absolutely going to be one of those love to hate him guys. You know, So the Lakers in the chat here is not happy about it. Jericho should have won. This is bullshit. That's well, it is what it is. You know, and that's what tells me even more that Jericho might be taking time off to. I mean, if he's going on the road, he's got to do stuff with his band. He's got to be rested up and save his energy for that. You know, for all those nights of lip syncing. I mean, that takes a lot. You know, the road is filled with bottles of Grey Goose, and you gotta prime yourself for that. No, I love Jericho, and this band is pretty cool. I hope he stays safe out there. He's actually he's coming to a town very close to here very soon with a couple of cool opening bands. One of them I really like. Was it? Can't think of the one, but the other one is Royal Bliss. Love me some Royal Bliss. Great singer, tremendous singer, good stuff. Yeah, Grey Goose and the bubbly, you know it, dude. That Grey Goose, I haven't had Grey Goose in a while, but whew, tasty stuff. If you like screwdrivers and you haven't had a Grey Goose, yeah, wow, you haven't had a Grey Goose screwdriver. Go have one. It'll change your mind about Grey Goose. So yeah, that's it. That is the show. And hell of an episode. We are just 2 days, less than 2 days now away from, look at this. I have to start a new notebook for Thursday and Friday. I'm going to put this one to bed. Hell of a way to start a new book, though, because there's a lot of stuff happening over the next few days, right? So what do we got coming up? We got the Go Home episode this coming evening over on that other little podcast, Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans. I'll be doing the, we're not doing a watch-along anymore, co-stream. It is a live reaction now, watch-along live reaction. No more co-streaming on Twitch, just in case you guys don't know, as we got to remind people for a while because we don't know who catches what, when, how, where, and why. I don't know who's going to join me for that. I know Bill's been on the road a lot this past week. He was all the way in California. He did all three. I know he had some trouble issues, some troubling travel issues. Wow, it's time to wrap this up. But he was in Tennessee for a majority of the nights of this last Impact taping, going from past Emergence through Victory Road is the next one, I believe. And I'm pretty sure that's all going to lead up to Bound for Glory, possibly. I forget when that is. No, there might be one more taping before then, probably in September, leading up to the pay-per-view, now that I'm thinking of it. But they did 3 days of tapings, total of 6 shows, 2 days a show. So yeah, lots of stuff, lots of content. So there we got that. We got the live reaction and the review. And so that'll be fun. All TNI Impact stuff tomorrow night. And then I'm hoping in the next 24 hours to find out what's all going on for Friday. But no matter what, at some point, I will be covering the I'd like to, get in on the Emergence talk, maybe either for the Sunday dinner, or I'll do a little review on my own for Smash This Podcast, because I know I'm not going to be a part of the TNI stuff. Unfortunately, got family stuff. My son's doing playing in the band at a football game. So, and then Rampage which is going to be one of the biggest 1 hour events of the year. Very excited for that. We got some news about it already as far as the card, but then it is also potentially supposed to be the debut of CM Punk. Get ready to hear that living color again, folks. I was joking around with Trent and I was saying, I fear for you, bro. There's already rumblings in the city. They're reporting, a 0.3 and a 0.4 on the Richter scale. When CM Punk debuts, it's going to blow the roof off the United Center. And there's going to be a crack down that main street there. And it's going to just swallow people alive. And, man, the skies will fall. And just, it's going to be like Judgment Day when CM Punk comes back. No, I'm kidding. But I am excited about it, though. No, I know, Violet. That's what I've been saying too. I'm excited about it, but I'll jump out of my seat when it happens, and I'm gonna try to stay off my phone. But I'll find out within the next 24 hours what's happening, and I will let you guys know what I'm doing for it. So, hopefully by the time we go live tomorrow, I'll tune you guys in over on TNI what my plans are for Friday, when I can do stuff and what I'm going to be doing. So I think there's some other stuff going on this weekend. WWE's got SummerSlam, but I'm getting to the point now where I'm just going to cancel my Peacock because I'm barely watching it. Like I'm re-watching stuff just to get my money's worth because some of the specials are so fun. Like the Two Dudes and the Attitude, I've watched that a few times. The Icon specials are fun. The Stone Cold Steve Austin specials are fun, but damn, for $5 a month, am I really getting my money's worth? If I'm not tuned into the product. Yeah, the NXT Takeover specials are good, but God, I just haven't watched them. I don't know. I mean, I might watch that one because it might be there's rumors about Adam Cole possibly departing, so it might be his last match with who's he facing? Kyle O'Reilly. That certainly will be good. Kevin Cross versus Samoa Joe. Oh, they cleared Samoa Joe. Well, hot damn. Samoa Joe's got to put that kid over before he goes to the main roster so they can just destroy Cross. Poor son of a bitch. So I might watch that on Sunday. We'll see. SummerSlam. I mean, I do love me some Goldberg, but if I'm not following the rest of it, it's kind of like eh. John Cena's back. I do love me some John Cena. I've actually missed him. He's been gone for a while. I don't know. We'll see. But nonetheless, I will be around for the Sunday dinner. I just don't know what I'm going to be doing the rest of the weekend because, well, it's family time. So we'll see. No promises on anything. Just know that I will be covering stuff at some point Sunday night and or after that. Monday might be a big catch-up day for me. Who knows? If I'm awake enough, late Friday night, and I'm talking late Friday night, I might get on here live and talk about, do a quick show about Rampage. We'll see. But I have no clue when I'm going to get back home. So, but nonetheless, that's what the plans are. Much love, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. On your way out, smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Don't forget, 20% off through Friday. The link is in the description. Go get yourself some Smash This Podcast merch and help support the show. And whatever you guys are doing to help support the show, it's all love. It's greatly appreciated. We'll see you tomorrow night over that other little podcast called Total Nonstop Impact for all the Impact Wrestling stuff to go home to Emergence. Can't wait for that. It should be a lot of fun. We'll see you then, folks. Much love. Good night.